Welcome, I'll be reacting to Black Sails, Season 2, Episode 3. This is not a market substitute. Please support the original on Starz.
We can't get an honest man appointed governor in the Bahamas.
We can get him appointed. The problem seems to be keeping him honest thereafter.
What stands in the way?
And no man given that kind of influence will remain honest for very long.
That is a good point. That is a gorgeous dress.
And you might find it helpful in dealing with my husband going forward.
Don Quixote de la Mancha. Oh, wow. La Galatea! Yes! The captain had really good taste. Ooh. Nice. Ah, going gladiator style. With the net, never mind.
I think it's no secret that since my arrival, I've been repeatedly provoked and harassed by the Guthrie woman. And, as their aggression seems to be escalating, I thought it wise to speak of this in the open.
What's that?
Tribute. And the respect of my crew.
He did accept it. This is a difficult situation for him. His men are not truly loyal. I would imagine Max is quite good at that, even though I cannot show it on YouTube.
They all know that we're headed back for the Urka's gold. They all know where it is, and they all know that its defenses are weakened. We simply cannot allow that information leaking out onto the beach.
This would be a perfect time for Jack to start his new venture. If Max could figure out the news, their new crew could go after the gold.
Approach from the south, stay inland and out of sight. Keep constant watch on that beach until we arrive. You're bringing something to read. It isn't for me.
He's trying to win her back, but their philosophies are so diametrically opposed at this point. It's too late.
It's no small feat. And I admire it.
Do you know what he told me about you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You perceive the effects of Captain Flint's demons. I was there when they were born.
Oh my.
I know the things they whisper to him at night.
I know his demons. I was there when they were born. What a line.
Acquiring the partnership of a plantation the size of Mr. Underhill's could help bolster commerce on my side of the island. Perhaps I'm willing to see things in a different light.
In other words, she is desperate. It's funny, when she has no other recourse, she turns to reason. But Eleanor, on her own, is chaotic. It's pretty funny. It's like when you put her up against the wall, she becomes logical.
On my reckoning, we got a week, 2 at the most, before King Philip takes his gold back. There's no time for delay.
Well, Hornigold still might have men, and that's what they need, a new crew.
Your place. Do as you like. Peace from their last prize. Something unique. Something of great value.
Though I suppose if the value is great enough, it would give you pretense to move against him and call it business, instead of calling it what it actually is.
We have an agreement.
Oh, using his own money. That's poetic.
But so long as they bear the black mark you put upon them, their prospects will remain dim. I'd like you to remove it.
Max is good at strategy. I admire that.
The captain put a sword in
Oh,
his
she's
mouth.
back. Oh.
I didn't get it.
He has no interest in disrupting the flow of trade.
You look me in the eye and tell me that you're certain that if I brought the Urka gold back here past those guns, he wouldn't use his position to rob me of every last ounce of it.
Yeah, she can't say that. Because he might.
I stopped him because I knew that the future of this place is everything.
She's not willing to go as far as he is.
There's nothing about any of this that can't wait till tomorrow. Get some rest. We can discuss this further in the morning.
In other words, she needs time to think.
Thomas is otherwise engaged. It would just be
She's
you and
bored.
I.
Wants a companion.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
You have an itch that needs scratching. Go with God. My trouble isn't that she knows how to play the thing between your legs better than I, but the one between your ears.
When I'm on the wrong side of that door. What's happening exactly?
Max, that's what's
I'm
happening.
repairing your reputations. Public display of reconciliation.
That was fast. She already found out. Hopefully Max won't get put in the line of danger.
Stand up.
He's just gonna like hug you or something. Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, Jack.
I want them boiling over by the time I return.
Where are you going?
He's getting too involved and he doesn't have time. If he doesn't move quickly, that gold will be gone. If I were him, I would say, we're sticking to the plan. I would take Hornigold's men with me. Go back. Secure the gold. Do the pirate thing. Go bury it somewhere. Then go back and deal with whatever's going on with the fort. I think his priorities are out of control. He needs to go deal with the gold first, then the island.
I think you're someone who's very good at managing how you're perceived.
Mm-hmm.
And perhaps getting what you want without anyone ever knowing how you did it.
I feel like he's going to just leave her the book and then go. Mm-hmm. I think this one was Cervantes' first novel, as I recall. And it's very much an intertwined, lots of love stories and chaos and duty, and it's a mess. Highly recommended if you haven't read it. Vane's going for it.
My place is at sea. But as I'm certain you've heard, I was recently deprived of my ship. Which means I need a new one.
And I'm taking
With
yours.
a strong crew, all the better.
Let me stop you there.
I think he's a distraction. Yep, there they come. See, this is more what I was planning for the Spanish warship. Swimming over at night.
But I get in exchange for all that.
Your life.
A head start.
Mr. Holmes!
He's not there.
Mr. Holmes doesn't work here anymore.
Oh my. Now this is gonna be a hardcore fight here. Neither of them hold back. Come on, Vane. Vane. It's like a Greek hero walking in with the head. Oh, it's a message.
When I saw Flint, something was different about it.
What you want, where your loyalties are, and whom do you trust?
I would go with Vane. Flint is so single-minded and will just go through anyone to get what he wants. Whereas Vane is a pirate, obviously, has done horrible things, but I think he still cares about people deep down. And that's the difference. You know, if you're someone he cares about, he'll protect you. Whereas Flint just doesn't care. That's going to be brilliant for Vane's reputation, too.
I didn't do it for you.
Please, you so did it for her. Come on, then.
What are you waiting for?
He was complaining about being on the other side of the door. Everybody come in together. Make a polycube. That's why she kept her shirt on this whole time. Not Jamie level, but it's close. I remember from the history, her ex-husband was like this horrible person and had her basically whipped one time. I'm guessing that's what this is referring to. Get in there, Jack. He's like, is this happening? I don't know if this is happening.
Her father's Lord Peter Ashe, governor of the Carolina colony. Low recorded in his log the ransom amount he intended to demand.
He's hanged men for merely suspecting them of piracy.
I know what I'm doing.
I told the men what you asked.
They're not pleased.
I wouldn't be pleased either. I completely disagree with Flint on this. Call for a vote.
Now, I would like to say that the Urca beckons us.
Which it
But we
does.
should look the other way.
Mm-hmm.
That the affairs of the beach should never take precedence.
Aww.
Or so help me, God! I will rain holy hell down upon him.
Really, Flint? This particular drama does feel a little bit manufactured. I get that Flint is concerned that if he brings back the gold, Vane will just take it. That's a legitimate fear. He could distribute the gold to his men, let them off on a different side. They can go do whatever they want with their prize money. And I know he has this big goal, so he could then take the gold, go buy his extra cannon or whatever else he wants to procure, maybe hire some mercenaries, and then come back a rich man with help to take the fort. I just think he's being a little bit silly here. Vane, although also acting in his own self-interest, did at least in part do this for Eleanor. He cares about her. And yeah, he wanted an excuse to help, and he plans on doing this ridiculous ransom gambit, which I'm sure is going to backfire horribly. I don't know, he has a sense of humanity to him that Flint doesn't, if that makes any sense at all. What an ending for Ned, though. I'm beginning to wonder if maybe they just used his name rather than trying to make any connection to the historical pirate. So maybe the real Ned Lowe is still out there somewhere. Great end, though. Definitely Team Vane in that moment. Actually, this whole episode, which is really disturbing. I would say that despite having a fantastic fight sequence there, as a Black Sails storyline, I think this was one of the weaker ones. I know a lot of people are going, oh, you made it past season 1. That's the worst one. And I'm like, is it? Because here, I don't know, I felt a little bit more forced. Whereas season 1 flowed really well. And I do love season 2 so far. And I still thought this was an outstanding episode. As a chapter in the Black Sails story, I felt like it was not one of the stronger ones, even though it had some great moments within it. Those poor sailors, though, that are out in a longboat watching the bay and the gold, they're going to be like, where is everyone? What are they doing back there? Hopefully they have enough food with them. Basically, all-out war is going to break out in NASA next episode, and none of it needed to happen.